two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Might as well give it to him again. Might have a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Keelan Russell. Under fire. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Might as well stick with him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early, I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Well, that's rarely a good sign. They use a timeout before the first play of the drive. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Could be an alley. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the... He is in! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Throwing Russell. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Looks it in at the 40. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is a design run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete on the right side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Working the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. 20. Touchdown, LSU. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Russell. Stepping to the right. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
Conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Russell will throw for it on fourth. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keelan Russell rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. And not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Unloads to the right. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Throwing Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, here he has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Russell throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this all...
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. They got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Tide ready to roll on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Keelan Russell fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Russell. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Fires quickly. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll send out the kicker here. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Russell. Pulls it in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the catch. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Again, it's Russell. He's going to take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Tulane, taking on the number 21 team, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Green Wave.
He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They feed him again. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Knocked off his feet. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Motion from the back. Russell. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. No huddle offense to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to...
Got a little grass. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keelan Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down. 4th down, Russell. He wants it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Looking for the 2-point try. Throwing Russell. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Under fire. And they got it.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Or maybe a double pass. It's complete to the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Uncorks it. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They go play action with Russell. Fires to the right. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. One final play before the end of the quarter. Russell throws to the wideout. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. The give on the inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it again. Knocked down for the tackle. This crowd knows when to bring it. The give out of the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the feet.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Now, here's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Back to pass. It's Levin. Complete. Open space at the 25. Across the 30. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They get him down after he makes the catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Keelan Russell moves away as he feels pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Handoff, Caden Durham. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals.